Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yes, people. Every disappointment at Liverpool Football Club, we're always trying to bring it back with delight. As you can see behind me, there's a player that's gonna be on his way to Liverpool. So let's talk about this. Let's do this, people. Let's do this. Yes, people, before we start, please hit that subscription button, like button, notification button, and follow us on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. We've got obviously accounts on those. Follow, subscribe, whatever you can do to make us even bigger. And you know, the usual over here, to subscribe, hit the notification button, hit that like button. So let's talk about what's happening at Liverpool at the moment. We had a disappointment of City winning the league. Now we've got the joy of this young man behind me, Fabio Carvalho, the Portuguese international. Obviously, we already know it's not the biggest secret in the world that he was coming to Liverpool Football Club. We don't give players who probably could have played a part in the cups to Fulham without anything coming in the other way. So I've always thought that he's going to be a Liverpool player. He's a number 10. He's an attacking midfielder, and he could play out wide as well. It's what we need at Liverpool Football Club, because if you look at our players, current players, they are just, you know, one-dimensional. We haven't got that attacking midfielder that could score from midfield and, you know, create goals and you know, join up with the attacks as we go forward as well. And this young man is going to be coming to Liverpool from July the 1st. So I'm happy with that. It's great to announce this, that Fabio Carvalho is coming to Liverpool. He's only 19, from Fulham. I've always thought of him as a player with potential from what I've seen from distance. And with a manager like Klopp, he can only get better. Let's just be honest here, people. When you're managed by a Klopp, you can only get better, and that's what I'm hoping he will be in the near future as well. We've got to rebuild, people. We can't keep dwelling on the past and just wait for players coming back from injuries, and, you know, like, give contracts to over 30-year-olds, like 4-year contracts, without having the young lads coming through. So if you got him, Curtis Jones, and Harvey Elliott, and Tyler Morton, and, you know, etc., those kind of players coming through together at once, the success will continue. It's like a revolving door, if you know what I mean. One goes in, the other one comes out. That's how it is. Even with Liverpool in the old days, that's how we used to be. We need to go back to that as well, in my opinion. And with this young player, I think he's got a huge potential. The way he played for Fulham this season in the Championship, and he got them promoted. Is he gonna start in the games? Maybe in the beginning of the season. This is where teams take risks. They give the youngsters opportunities, as we did with Harvey Elliott in the beginning of the season, last season. So we might start him in the beginning of the season, see how he's gonna integrate with the team, and then see where it goes from there. You gotta have, like, young and old at the same place. So it could be a perfect match for next season as well, people. Like, we have to be realistic here. The young players have to come through now. We've got no choice. You know what I mean? Our players, especially the senior ones over 30, have run themselves to the ground to the extent they're getting injured a lot. And if we don't, like, do the revolving door now, like, slowly, like, integrate the younger players in, we're gonna have an issue with the future. if you know what I mean. And we're probably going to be behind those rich, multi-rich clubs in the Premier League, which is like obviously Man City, Chelsea, Man United, Newcastle. You know, teams like that. When they got the financial power, you have to have a counter attack on that, because at the end of the day, we're only facing humans. So if you have players that fit the system you play and you have the right manager in place, then success is always going to follow. Like that's what we're going to have to do. We're not going to have the riches of City or the other teams, but we will have the thought of the different direction to that. And as I said, you're only facing humans at the end of the day. They're not superhumans. And with the right information, with the right tactics, with the right ambition, I honestly think we could win like a few more titles in the future. And no doubt about that. So yes, Fabio Carvalho is going to be a Liverpool player by July the 1st. Welcome to Liverpool Football Club, young man. He's only 19 and the future looks bright. And we're just building it. We've got to rebuild, people. So yeah, please like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you soon.